Welcome to Davey Dave's Take. Today we are talking about Elemental, the newest Disney Pixar film. Follows Amber and Wade in a city where fire, water, land, and air residents live together. Disney Pixar has made some of the best animated movies of all time. They were on a streak at one point where every single film they made was just a banger, an absolute hit. So anytime a Disney Pixar gets released, you're expecting something spectacular, and if it's not that, then the film is disappointing. But even the worst Pixar films are still pretty well made films, and they're still a good time. And that's what Elemental is. I think this is one of my least favorite Pixar films, but I don't think the film is bad at all. I still had a good time with the film. I think it's just alright. The animation here is gorgeous, but that's not a surprise with a Disney Pixar film. But I will say, it's a little bit different than what we've gotten before because they got to animate all these different elements. And they use some creative ways to show that. And overall, the animation here just feels a little unique. And I like our two main characters. I like them together on screen. Their chemistry is believable. Honestly, they're the reasons why the film is a pretty good time. And I like the overall small scale, simple story here that our characters are going through. I think the story is somewhat interesting, and I think it was pretty well done, and has some interesting themes there. But it's also my biggest issue with the film. It feels like there's not enough depth to the story or the themes that are presented. It almost feels like they're just acknowledging some of the themes in the story, where there is some resolution there, and it does come into play. But I feel like the best Disney Pixar films go deeper into the story and the themes that they are presenting, where here it feels like they're just acknowledging them. And I found that surprising with a Disney Pixar film. Don't get me wrong, there's definitely some resolution with the characters and the themes that are presented. And overall, how the film ends, I think, is really beautiful. And it pulls at your heartstrings like a Disney Pixar film will do. But it just feels like something's missing here, especially with a Disney Pixar film, because they have high standards. But maybe that's unfair because of how high the standards are. But at the same time, this is a Disney Pixar film, so I expect something to be spectacular when they make a film like this. But I didn't think Elemental was a bad film. I thought it was pretty good. I had a pretty good time. I just feel like Pixar has been in this weird streak where they're just in limbo right now, where they haven't made anything truly spectacular. And unfortunately, Elemental isn't going to break that streak. I'm going to give Elemental 6 Davey Daves. Disney Pixar has been releasing a lot of films lately, and I had to think about their last release, which was Lightyear, and that film was also just okay. Hopefully they can get out of this weird limbo that they're in and go back to the spectacular standard they were at in the late 90s and the early 2000s, because at that point, every single movie they made was a banger, was a masterpiece. They were literally at the pinnacle of animation. Hopefully they can get back to that point because they were literally making some of the best animated movies ever. So, Elemental, let me know what you guys thought of it once you've seen it. I'm curious to hear, and thank you so much for watching. Click here to see more of Dave's Takes.